Hello, hello, Betsy.
Hi, good morning, Angela. How are you?
I'm good, and how are you?
I'm very good. I can't see you.
I can put on. I'm not looking wonderful today, but I can put it on.
Everybody hides it first. Don't worry about that.
My hair is so curly because of the rain and everything. So no, I don't. I
I
don't put my video
know.
on.
The rain is lovely, though.
No, it is. It's stunning. It's really nice. So how are you? Are you well?
I'm very well. Very glad to be back at work, and you?
Yes, I'm also in the office today. I'm back 2 days a week. So yeah, it is a little bit back to normality. Yeah.
Only 2 days a week, really?
Well, we're doing a bit of some of the people are back every day, but
Yeah.
I'm doing a bit of a 2 day, 3 day, 3 day, 2 day thing. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Fantastic. That's great.
But we do have some of the staff that are back every day, so it's
Really.
becoming a little bit more normal, which is great. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
so what I'm
So,
gonna do? I'm going to make you host.
okay. I see I've got a recording button flashing.
Yeah. No,
Why that?
it's fine. It can record. I'll just edit it when we finish
Okay.
because the first few
Okay.
minutes. So now you'll be able to, because you host, you'll be able to do share screen over there.
Okay. Copy that. Yeah.
So let's just test it.
Okay, so there I choose what I want to share. Or
Yeah.
must I share?
So share and then your presentation, you should be clicked on your presentation so it shares that.
Well, what I thought to do is to work straight off the website, which is
Oh,
that one. But now I'd like to play a video as well. So how do I share the video which I've got open on my desktop?
so you'd probably have to go out of this and then go back into the video afterwards.
Okay, so I say stop share.
And then
Um,
you would go into the video. So let's test the video maybe.
but the only option I've got here is share screen. So I must find the
So
video on
then
my screen.
So it's better to have the video on your desktop. Do you have it on your desktop or not?
It's showing on my desktop here. So then,
Okay, so then click on it and then click onto share screen and click onto there.
okay, there we go.
Yeah.
That
So then
seems
that's
the one.
perfect. So it's probably best then to do your present, whichever one you're going to do first. Either way, you can
Okay,
either do the video first or you can do the presentation first. It's up to you, and then you just click out and click back in again.
okay, copy that. All right, I think we can start with a video just as an overview, and
Yeah.
then perhaps we can go into the website because it's been set up um, in a very
Like,
elementary way and very user friendly way, and it's the best way to present the property because it's real. You know, it's not
yeah.
a
No,
presentation
that's perfect.
which sends you around the bend. Okay.
No, that's perfect. So what we'll do is normally we never know how many people join, so it just depends on the day, how many people are busy and not busy. So what
Okay.
we'll do is I normally wait till about 3 or so minutes after 11.
Okay.
And then so I'll just keep you updated. So what you might need to do is you might have to click in and out again, but I'm sure it'll be fine. That your video should just work. I'll just introduce you and then we can go from there when I'm ready.
Okay. Now, do you have like a Q&A at a certain point in time?
Yeah, so we can do it at the end. You can go through everything. You can tell them about the property, the COVID stuff, and then if anybody's got any questions, then I normally ask them to put it into the chat box, or they can ask it themselves at the end.
Okay, 100%. Fantastic. Tell me, Angela, how's business?
Yeah, I see Ravi's on the line. So Ravi, you can also tell us because Ravi's our South Africa specialist.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, it's picked up nicely. Ravi, how's it going in Cape Town?
Yeah, it has been going quite well. I think people are discovering that they can travel within South Africa, which is a good thing.
Hmm.
Um, that's been more popular, obviously, because it's the only places that they can go to currently, with all of the, like the not being sure of where COVID tests and what is the procedure going
Yeah.
overseas. So, majority of our marketing has been going out to South Africa, which is a good thing. And yeah, people are traveling. People, even though it's been lockdown and people's been having financial constraints, they're traveling. So we will be here to book your packages as long as you want to go away. So yeah.
Fabulous. Ravi, tell me, are you guys getting any inquiry from the inbound tourism market?
we predominantly deal with agents who are based in South Africa. So it all depends whether those consultants have clients who are obviously based overseas, where they would normally contact the South African travel agent to ask them for quotes. But currently it's been more South African travelers at the moment with all of the unsurety. And I know that I've had a request or so where there's been there's still a couple of non-rays that are left in the country. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does,
So,
yeah.
so there are still a few that are left in the country and they have also been traveling, but a lot of them have been trying to be more safe than sorry. So they're staying behind and rather waiting for quotes for next year. Looking forward to traveling.
Yeah. And have you guys got any ideas when the international flights for South Africans to travel abroad will be opening or will be more accessible?
I think once we all know that news, I think everybody will know it. At the moment, there's still a lot of unsurety, like I said, with the COVID tests, with what's going to happen with people coming back, etc. So yeah.
It's too confusing.
Yeah, I think it is confusing. I think it's the quarantine, and it depends on each point. Even if you, what do you call it, transiting through one place, and so it's there's a lot at stake at the moment. So we mainly do obviously domestic travel within South Africa, and that luckily for us is doing really, really well. So the agents that will come on will also be doing more domestic travel, not necessarily the inbound.
Sure. Well, we've also found, I mean, we've hit the ground running. We opened on the 4th of September, and we've really, really hit the ground running. We've obviously put out quite a few incentive rates. And yes, I'm telling you, the interest is, well, it's fantastic. The people are falling over their feet to go somewhere. I don't know how long it's going to last, hopefully longer than 1 month, but while international travel is still closed, I'm sure the South African properties are going to be able to bounce back. I'm hoping, because a lot of guys haven't managed to open yet. So let's hold thumbs that everybody manages just to get back on track again.
Yeah, I think the good thing is that South Africans are traveling within their own country, because a lot of them were just going overseas. And I think we have such a beautiful country. And as long as the hotel rates are affordable, it is giving everybody an opportunity. So it's almost, for some properties, almost a new market for them.
Absolutely.
So it's actually very interesting to see how the target market and everything has changed. So yeah.
Absolutely. And then also all the properties, the very expensive lodges up north that used to only focus on the international travel have had a bit of a wake-up call now. So,
they've all come running.
They've all come running, shame. Which is not nice for us, of course, because now they're playing in our field.
Yes, of course. Yeah. And but I do feel for us as well, we also feel like we need to have a long-term partner. So you don't want somebody just coming running to us and suddenly saying, okay, because the international market's not traveling, okay, we now need your business. It has to be something that's sustainable for us as well, because there's such a process of loading rates, training up our staff, so we're not just going to take on anyone, to be honest. So
I agree.
It has to work both ways. Yes, definitely.
Angela, I noticed an email from somebody in your office again last week with regards to the single rates not mapping properly with SiteMinder.
Okay.
Goodness gracious me, I have no idea what's going on there. This thing has been going up and down ever since we listed with Thompson's.
Okay.
Give it a bash again in the new week to see if we can, figure out what's going on. I don't know if are you familiar with the problem?
I'm not. That's more the product team, but I'll chat to Trudy about it and just double check that it is coming through now.
It isn't currently. It's some of the rooms. Some of the rooms are mapping properly, but it's just purely just the single rates that are not pulling through.
Okay. All right.
I don't know, I can't really think that changing our rates to room rates is going to solve the problem, because we don't sell on room rates anywhere else. We basically sell it per person, single or shared rate, So I'll give it a bash again next week and see if we can get that sorted. Fortunately, single rates are not very high, requested often, but that has been a hitch on our side to get those rates to map properly.
Okay, perfect. All right, I shall speak to the product team after this. Let's just see if we've got some more people joining. It's a bit quiet today. People must be busy today. But what I do is it's recorded, so we do put it onto YouTube afterwards, so that those that are busy can then watch it themselves.
Okay.
So let's just have a look. What is the time? I think we'll wait. Or maybe if you want to start introducing yourself, Betsy, and then you can play the video, and then we can go start with the presentation thereafter. Thank you.
Okay, good. Excellent. Okay, I see Robbie, Denisha, Paradise, and loading. Guys, welcome. Thank you very much for taking the time to join in this morning. Zwahili is probably new to you, although we've been around for 20 odd years. Been struggling for many years to get our product listed with Thompson. So we're very excited that you've made us part of your portfolio. It would be lovely for any of you that would wish to visit the property. I know it's difficult to do a proper agent ed because everybody's busy. But if any of you ever feel you need to get away for a weekend and you would like to learn more, you're more than welcome to do so. Obviously at no cost to yourself. So as I said, Zwahili was established in 2000. I would say our unique selling point is the fact that we're very close to Joburg. It's just on a 2-hour drive, and it is in a proper bushveld area. If you look at the chart coming down from Skukuza, from the Kruger National Park, the bushveld, the actual bushveld vegetation chart ends just after where we are. So we're very fortunate that we've got proper bushveld to offer, meaning the trees, the vegetation, grassland, woodland, all of that. Malaria free, which is also high on the list for most game lodge properties. Small, only accommodate 20 people. We recently started accommodating children just to be able to broaden our market. However, we are not really set up to cater for children. So we don't have any children facilities. We don't have children's activities. Swimming pools are not safe. Balconies, balustrades, all of that. So we do take children, but please keep in mind it's not a children-friendly property. Children under the age of 6 will not be allowed in the restaurant or on the game drives. We can arrange babysitters, or mom and dad can do a private dinner and arrange private drives in those instances. So generally children over the age of 6 most welcome, included in all the activities. None of our rooms accommodate children in a family setup style. So we have a selection of rooms that are large enough that can take the children, and that would be by method of placing an extra mattress literally for a child at a reduced rate. So again, getting back to the unique selling point, close to Joburg, malaria free, proper bushveld, personal, small, and mainly for couples travel. I think we've established ourselves as a romantic getaway. Midweek, we do conferences as weddings, but because we only sleep 20 people, we also have a very, very small portion of the conference in the wedding market. It's basically the normal game lodge setup. The normal 2 game drives a day, breakfast after the drive, late afternoon tea, another game drive, and then a table to hot dinner. Other services we offer would be spa treatments, bushveld picnics, which are very popular, and then guided walks. That's an overview of the property. I'd prefer to just quickly play a very short video so that you guys can get a feel for the property, and after that we'll drill down into the more detailed aspects of the lodge. So let's start. I'll play the video. Please stop me if there's anything on the audio or the video which is not coming through properly. Okay, great. You guys still there?
Yes, we're
Yes.
here.
Okay. All right. I think what I'll do now is just pop into our website quickly. Basically set up with a book now function, which is also useful for the agents. If at any time your intranet or anything like that is down, you can check live availability and get immediate rates for whatever rooms are available from our website on the Book Now button. It's divided into three most important categories, which is the rooms or the accommodation, the wildlife and birding safari and any other activities, and then the spa facility. Our rooms basically are in 4 categories, which is main lodge rooms. There we've got 3 rooms, cheetah, elephant, and rhino. They've each got a different name. Slight differences in the rooms, all at the same price. Then we've got, sorry, those are just a few images of the rooms. Then we've got, sorry, I pushed the wrong button there. We've got the safari suites. I'm not sure where, okay, there we go. There are 4 of those named Kifu, Utambu, Matumba, and Safari. They're all identical. Some images, basically a timber floor, canvas walls, thatch roof, and then normal opening and closing doors that can lock, and canvas panels for windows. Very popular with the South African market, not so popular with the international market, seem to be a little bit nervous. Executive suites, I would say the most popular of our rooms, very private, very spacious. These have ensuite bathrooms, tiny little lounge area, and then private swimming pools and television where the other rooms don't. Okay, then one presidential suite, which is obviously the most secluded, most private, obviously the most expensive, but also the largest. Okay, so that gives you a breakdown of our rooms, a total of 10 rooms made up of 4 different room categories. First being main lodge category, then safari suite category, executive suite, and presidential suite. Are there any questions on the rooms?
So how many in total rooms then do you have?
10.
10, okay.
Yeah. On the activity side, we obviously offer the normal game drive experience, morning and afternoon. We're not a Big 5 property. We do have line. Some people very happy to hear that. Other people get very upset with us purely because the lions are not free roaming. They are in a separate enclosure, and it does cause problems from time to time amongst certain of our guests. So we prefer not to market the fact that we've got lions. We don't go on that. We prefer to market ourselves as a property that can offer a true African experience. Because we don't have the Big 5, our guides are trained to teach or to inform or to educate our guests more on everything else that the veld and the bushveld has to offer over and above the Big 5. We do guided walks, obviously, because we don't have the Big 5. It is a plus because it's safe. You can walk. We do birding safaris. We very, very close to Nails Vlei, which is a Ramsar site, a heritage site in South Africa, boasting about 400 bird species. So for birding safaris, there's very little else in our vicinity or close to Joburg and Pretoria offering better bird sightings than what we do. At the bottom there, you'll see it is a birder-friendly property as well. We do have a little bit of heritage on the property. There's a koppie there called Witkop, which was where the Boer hid out from the British in the Boer War. And also prior to that, Khoisan and Bushman evidence, we had the University of Pretoria out there who wrote us a document verifying that the Bushman and the Khoi were present on the property. There's murals, there's Bushman paintings, there's evidence of the early Iron Age. So for any historical guest, this is also a very interesting property for the archaeological sites that we have to offer. Obviously, we do have lines, so that's included, but we prefer not to market it, number one, because they are not free roaming and people do get upset about that. And secondly, because they are being poached currently, so we also prefer not to advertise the fact that they are there. Apart from the normal drives and the walks, we do bushveld picnics, which is listed under our culinary safari activity section. Culinary safari meaning you've got choice. Dinners, lunches, breakfasts are served either in our restaurant or on the patio or in the boma, or we can do a private dinner, or you can go out for a bushveld picnic. So it's an activity that we offer. You know, we offer a culinary safari over and above the wildlife safari. Because the property is vast and there's beautiful areas to choose from and a lot to experience, we've decided to make that part of our activities is the food. Obviously, the normal boma dinners, which are offered during each guest's stay, whether it be a Friday or a Saturday or a Wednesday. Unless the weather is bad, most guests do experience the normal boma dinners. Private dinners, very popular. Either this here, which is on the main lodge deck, or on your suite, on your private balcony. And then lastly, the picnics. The picnics are very popular. Yeah, that's it. Spa is not a normal city spa like you would get in Sandton or in Joburg. It's basically a treatment room. So also no normal salon treatments like facials or body wraps or anything fancy like that. It's more holistic massages, relaxation, aromatherapy, reflexology, that type of thing. Any questions on the broad outlook of the property?
Thanks, Betsy. I think that covered a lot for everyone, and it's nice. It's only 2 hours drive from Joburg, you said.
Yes, it's a very easy drive. It's a safe drive, keeping in mind currently in South Africa, most people are concerned about their safety. So it's basically a national route, apart from about the last 27 kilometers, which is then a regional route and about 8 kilometers dirt road. So it's a very easy route to travel, and it's a very easy self-drive. It's not necessary for it to be, you know, guided. A lot of people want us to fetch them or prefer for a driver to take them because they're nervous. They're worried about the roads, but there's no bad areas to drive through. There's no strange, dark, unmarked little roads. It's a very, very straightforward, easy drive.
Perfect. Okay. And you are open, so that's all good. I don't know, does anybody else have any questions for Betsy?
Betsy?
Yes.
I just want to find out, I know that you said you don't ordinarily accommodate children, but in which room category do you normally accommodate them in? Would it be a specific room category that needs to be booked?
I would say you can exclude the 3 main large rooms and use all of the other rooms for children. So all the safari suites, the executive suites and the presidential suite are large enough, private enough to accommodate children in the room. There's 1 room in the main lodge, which is quite large and it's got a double bathroom, but keep that out rather, because if it's a very young child, like a 6-year-old, it can be a problem for the other guests in the other rooms in the main lodge because there's a wooden deck at the top So if the young one decides to run out early in the morning and play on the deck, the guy in the next door room is not going to be very happy because he's going to be woken up. So we prefer not to put children in the main lodge, purely for the privacy and the relaxation of the other guests in that area, because the rooms are quite close together. So all the other rooms, the safari suites, the executive suites, and the presidential suite are suitable. Main lodge not suitable for children.
Thank you.
Perfect. Does anybody else have any other questions? No, we're all good. Thanks, Betsy. That was great.
My pleasure, and thanks for the opportunity.
Pleasure. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.